Hi everyone, I'm Miss Averett. I teach 6th grade ELA at Pinecrest Academy. Today we're going to talk about the curriculum that we use in our middle school classrooms called SpringBoard. So if we look at the agenda, we are going to talk about why we choose to use SpringBoard, and then we'll show you what a typical day looks like in our classroom when we use SpringBoard and teach it, what our homework looks like, and then we will delve into SpringBoard Digital. So why SpringBoard? We choose SpringBoard because it's created by a college board, which also creates the SAT exams, the ACTs, the AP exams. It's aligned to our Common Core standards. So it is really prepping your students for college courses and being able to get placed into a really great college. So a typical SpringBoard classroom in ELA would look something like this. We always start with previewing the activity, and this is where the students discuss and gain general knowledge about the activity, and it just gives them an idea of what they will be reading about or learning about in this specific section. Setting a purpose for reading is really important because it's where we tell the students why we're reading this piece of text or literature and why it even applies to what we're doing in class that day. Learning strategies are going to be different for every section, but these are strategies that the students use to help them tackle difficult text. One that we typically do is marking the text. We do note-taking, paraphrasing, graphic organizers, things of that nature. These specific learning strategies really help the students with text that may be, really difficult for them at their grade level or with words that they've never seen before. And I know that math also uses marking the text because they do have some word problems in there, so that's cross-curricular. After we talk about the learning strategies that we'll be using for that lesson, we look at the first read, and that's where the students complete a close read in a gradual release method, and that's where the teacher starts off very strong in teaching the students or modeling for the students how the lesson is going to go and what they need to be looking for, and then slowly but surely releases the power to the students, and they will work in small groups or individually to complete the first read, where they mark the text or they look for specific items in the text. Our second read is where the students go back and they reread, they skim and scan parts of the text to answer text-dependent questions. This is really important because going back in the text really enhances their ability to understand and comprehend the text. So with the second read, they typically work in small groups or partners, and they get to discuss the text, which is really important for comprehension as well. And then lastly is check your understanding. Students will be able to demonstrate their comprehension of the lesson by completing specific assignments. So every check your understanding can be different. It could be writing short passages, editing passages, answering short essay questions of that nature. It just depends on the specific lesson that we're learning. And that's what a typical SpringBoard classroom looks like for ELA.
My name is Mr. Young. I teach 7th and 8th grade math here at Pinecrest Horizon. I'm going to be going over the 3 different types of lessons that the math book or math textbook uses. One of the types is investigative. An investigative lesson is more of a hands-on lesson. So the students are the ones that are really running the activity, following the instructions that the textbook gives them. My job is more to facilitate them in discovering what the concept is for that day. A guided lesson, it's a combination of the student-led activities as well as some teacher-led activities. And then the third option is directed, where it's more teacher-led instruction. A little more examples. Here are some questions for them to solve that. In math, we do have homework typically on a daily basis. After each lesson, there is specific practice that the students will be asked to complete. If the lesson takes more than one day to complete, typically their homework that night will be ST Math or any other type of blended learning. until the lesson is complete, and then we will do the lesson practice. One aspect that SpringBoard offers is their digital interactive textbook. If a student forgets their book or a student doesn't have their book for that day, they can still use their Chromebook to have access to the text. On SpringBoard Digital, they're actually able to type in responses. They're able to listen to different excerpts from the text, a lot of different options that are offered online. We can also offer assessments online that are done in class. Each student will have a distinct login to this program, and we can take assessments through class. They also offer links to different resources such as Khan Academy. So every lesson is linked to different Khan Academy videos, and they're able to get some extra help at home in regards to the concepts that are learned that day. And Khan Academy also offers a lot of great extra practice to really gain mastery of these programs. Thank you.